What's going on, everybody? Good to see you. KSA Kris here, Real Estate Blitz. And, oh my goodness. We're going into the next part, so we're going to continue our series. We're talking about our business plan, and I'm going to start just like cranking through because there's so much. So I'm writing an entire ebook on this. I'm also writing another ebook that's going to be specific. Hey, Mattis, can you do me a favor and turn that down, bud? I got my kid in here with me today. Thanks, dude. He's playing Skyrim. But I got this one. I'm finishing an ebook right now that's going, it's a deep, deep dive into sphere of influence. It's going to be breaking all that stuff down. I'm actually creating this stuff for our team. But once I get done with that, I'm going to be doing an audiobook for that as well. And then I have actual checklists and sheets and everything else and walkthroughs. I'm going to be putting those out to everybody. It should be done next month or two. But that's not what we're talking about today. Today, we're going to go ahead and keep following on with our business plan. And the next thing we're going to be talking about is breaking out your actions needed for each month into specific tasks that are broken down by week. Now, if you've been following this series, which a lot of people have been watching it, this is the next iteration. I think this is the fifth topic that we've talked about. All the way up to this point, there's been a lot of work. And what I've mentioned is a lot of this is changing the way that you think. It's changing your mindset. And as you're writing out this information, what you're going to start doing is you're creating what I call a battle rhythm, right? So when you start breaking those tasks, so we looked at big picture, okay, this is what I want. Here's where I'm going to set up the months, that I want them completed by. Here's the specific detailed tasks that I need to do and things I need to get done in order to do it. And now we're going to be breaking it down by week. So we broke down per month what needs to happen. Now we're going to break down by week. What do you need to do each week, every day, in order to accomplish these tasks? And the reason why this is important, because now you literally should be walking in knowing what am I doing this week. You should know what you're doing this week, because if you take care of this week and you take care of next week and you take care of this month and you take care of next month, here's the thing, you're going to obtain your goals by the time that you set it on your big picture goals, right? So the next thing I want you to do is actually take that month. I want you to break it down by week. What are you going to do it in the week? And the reason why is I want to start looking at, you're going to start seeing what are the commonalities, what are the things I need to be doing consistently, what are the things I need to be doing pretty regularly throughout my week, and how do I break that out into my daily time blocks, right? How do I break that into my daily time blocks so that way I can really understand what's going on and literally have a battle rhythm? So I wake up, you shouldn't have to think. If you have a big goal, right? So I want to make $1,000,000 this year. I want to buy a house this year. I want to be debt free this year. Whatever your big goal is, and you figure out I have to do X in order to make that happen, then what you need to do is make it to where you don't have to think. This is the biggest challenge. A lot of people are too busy wanting to think through things. They want to leave everything to chance, and they're hoping, right? They're hoping that they're going to do what needs to be done. Don't hope. This is what I have to do. I don't need to think. I don't need to leave it to chance. I don't even leave it to hope. I just know that this week I need to accomplish these tasks, which means today, this is what's going on. I already have I wake up, I look at what I have on my calendar and my time blocks, and I just get to work. Now, the next thing that you want to do after that, because we've talked about a lot of the big picture items, but now we're going to start getting into the nitty gritty. We need to talk about, so this is the next one, this is really six, writing out all of your overhead expenses. Okay, and this is a big deal. So write out all of your overhead expenses, because what we're going to start doing is really looking at, in the beginning you said, well, I need to make X number of deals in order to accomplish X big goals, right? Well, here's the thing. That's not completely true. How much is your rent? How much is your car? How much is your food? How much is your gas? How much is your rental space? How much are your, for each transaction, what split are you paying for each transaction? What is your TC fees? And you need to write out all of these expenses. And here's the thing. The reason why I'm going to have you do this is most people have no freaking idea. They have a general idea. They're like, well, I pay, this stuff per month. But do you really know how much you pay for food every month? Have you really kept track on how much you're paying for gas? What about all the little vampire bites that you have in your budget? It's like, oh, this is a big deal. It's $20. I can go ahead and put that on auto go, $20 every month, and then you end up not using it or you don't remember it. I just ran into this yesterday. I was sitting down. I'm like, holy crap, I'm bleeding out. It's not a ton of money, but it's money. It's a few $100 that I found out as I was going through our expenses, where I'm like, it's just stuff that we don't even use, but I put it on to some type of, where they just pulled it out every month and it's gone. That's a car payment. and I didn't even realize it, right? So I want you to write out all of your expenses. Sit down, create a chart, write it out, get detailed. If you don't know what your expenses are, carry around a book. I actually carry around a book and write out every time you spend money. Write out what did you spend money on today. Keep that for about a month, and it's going to start giving you a pretty good rundown because that is going to give you true numbers when it comes down to trying to figure out, okay, so I said I want to make $1 million, but are you making $1 million? If you look at your overhead and expenses, you're not. So what you need to do is adjust your goals. Ah, there it is. So if you end up spending $100,000, let's say throughout the year for your marketing, for overhead, for everything, well, did you really make $1 million? No, you made $900,000, right? If you want to make $1 million after expenses. That's what's up. Okay, that's all I got today. Thank you so much. I cranked out two. I'm going to crank out some more, and hopefully finish this up pretty quickly because I am excited to get into sphere of influence. Do me a favor, like, share, comment. I love all the subscribers that I'm getting right now on YouTube. If you find value in this, please share this out with somebody. And pretty soon, I'm going to be putting up links in every one of these videos. So if you look at the bottom of this one, I might even put them up in this one. You're going to see I have a whole bunch of t-shirts and stuff that we're putting out. I'm going to start wearing them for all the shows. This is stuff that we're actually creating for Kim Steele and Associates, which is our real estate business, but it's not just Kim Steele and Associates stuff. It's actually like real estate stuff that's hilarious and a lot of fun because I like wearing t-shirts. Got one on under here. Actually, I have a Kim Steele and Associates one. I like wearing t-shirts, and I don't know. I don't wear a ton of suits, so I want to wear something that's cool. And also, I'm going to be putting up some links to all of the products I'm creating, so you guys can just go and grab them. I should have that set up soon, but as soon as I have them, I'm going to put a link on every freaking video that I have, so that way you guys can go and start downloading stuff and hopefully learn some more outside of this. I'll also be starting up, which I've talked about for a while, but this is going to be part of the books. I'm going to be standing up the podcast, which is repurposing a lot of this, so you can be driving around in your car and you can actually listen to all this stuff. So thanks a lot, appreciate it, and I'll talk at you all later. Have a good one. Bye.